Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Chandana Santosh Nirali, Assistant Professor from Food Chemistry and Nutrition Department, Kekewa College of Food Technology, under course titled Biochemistry, course number FCN 112. Today I am going to deal a topic urea cycle. Urea cycle, it is the first metabolic pathway to be elucidated. It is the cycle also known as Krebs-Henselt urea cycle based on the scientist's name who discovered it. Ornithine is the first member of the reaction. It is also called as ornithine cycle. Urea is synthesized in liver and transported to kidneys for excretion in urea. The two nitrogen atoms of urea are derived from two different sources, one from ammonia and the other directly from a alpha amino group of aspartic acid. Carbon atom is supplied by carbon dioxide. Urea is the end product of protein metabolism, amino acid metabolism. Urea accounts for about 80 to 90% of the nitrogen containing substances excreted in urine. Urea synthesis is a 5-step cyclic process with 5 distinct enzymes. The first 2 enzymes are present in mitochondria while the rest are located in the cytosol. Ammonia plus carbon dioxide converted to carbamyl phosphate, which then will be converted to citrulline. Then by utilizing aspartate converting to fumarate, it will be converted to arginosuccinate. This arginosuccinate will again get converted to arginine, and this arginine will be converted to ornithine by releasing urea. This is the urea cycle, and sites will be cytosol as well as. Step 1, formation of carbamyl phosphate. Carbamyl phosphate synthesis 1, CPS1 of mitochondria catalyzes the condensation of NH4 plus ions with CO2 to form carbamyl phosphate. This step consumes 2 ATP and it is a irreversible process. It is a rate limiting reaction. CPS1 requires N-acetyl glutamate for its activity. Carbamyl phosphate synthase 2, CPS2 involved in pyrimidine synthesis and it is present in cytosol. It accepts amino group from glutamine and does not require N-acetyl glutamate for its activity. Step 1, formation of carbamyl phosphate. Carbon dioxide, ammonia and 2 ATP molecules in presence of carbamyl phosphate synthetase 1 by utilizing N-acetyl glutamate forms carbamyl phosphate plus 2 ADP plus inorganic phosphate. Carbamyl phosphate synthetases are two. So, what are the characteristic of those two? CPS1, CPS2. CPS1 mitochondria uses NH3 urea cycle activated NAG, whereas CPS2 cytosol uses glutamine pyrimidine biosynthesis inhibited CTP. Step 2, formation of citrulline. The second reaction is also mitochondrial. Citrulline is synthesized from carbamyl phosphate and ornithine by ornithine transcarbamylase. Ornithine is regenerated and used in urea cycle. Ornithine and citrulline are basic amino acids never found in protein structure due to lack of codons. Citrulline is transported to cytosol by a transporter system. Citrulline is neither present in tissue proteins nor in blood, but it is present in milk. Step 2, formation of citrulline. Ornithine transcarbamylase. Ornithine plus carbamyl phosphate plus inorganic phosphate. Step 3, formation of arginosuccinate. Citrulline condenses with aspartate to form arginosuccinate by the enzyme arginosuccinate synthetase. Second amino group of urea is incorporated. It requires ATP. It is cleaved to AMP plus PPI. Two high energy bonds are required, immediately broken down to inorganic phosphate. Step 4, formation of arginine or cleavage of arginosuccinate. The enzyme arginosuccinate or argininosuccinate lyase cleaves arginosuccinate to arginine and fumarate, an intermediate in TCA cycle. Fumarate provides a connecting link with TCA cycle or gluconeogenesis. The fumarate is converted to oxaloacetate via fumarase and MDH and transaminated to aspartate. Aspartate is regenerated in this reaction. Fumarate Fumarate will be converted to malate in presence of fumarase enzyme, and the reaction will be converting NAD plus to NADH plus H plus. Finally we will be getting oxaloacetate that will be converted to aspartate in presence of aminotransferase. Step 5. Formation of urea. Arginase is the fifth and the final enzyme that cleaves the arginine to yield urea and ornithine. Ornithine is regenerated, enters mitochondria for its reuse in the urea cycle. Arginase is activated by cobalt 2 plus and manganese 2 plus. Ornithine and lysine compete with arginine competitive inhibition. Arginase is mostly found in the liver, while the rest of the enzymes, 4 of the urea cycles, are also present in other tissues. Arginine synthesis may occur to varying degrees in many tissues, but only the liver can ultimately produce urea. Urea cycle, if you see in detail, this is the view. Here mitochondria, what are the different steps and the enzymes involved and the cofactors required, and reactions, how the reactions takes place. This is a 5-step reaction, and this is the very important metabolic step or metabolic cycle in our system. Energetics of urea cycle. The overall reaction may be summarized as NH3 plus CO2 plus aspartate will be converted to urea plus fumarate. 2 ATPs are used in the first reaction. Another ATP is converted to AMP plus PPA in the third step, which is equivalent to 2 ATPs. The urea cycle consumes 4 high energy phosphate bonds. Fumarate formed in the fourth step may be converted to malate. Malate, when oxidized to oxaloacetate, produces 1 NADH equivalent to 2.5 ATP. So net energy expenditures is only 1.5 high energy phosphates. The urea cycle and TCA cycle are interlinked and it is called as urea bicycle. Intracellular protein reversible reaction, amino acids. These amino acids can also be taken from dietary protein also. These amino acids can enter 2 types as ammonia or carbon skeleton. Carbon skeletons, it will be converted to alpha keto acids, and that enters the citric acid cycle, where CO2 and H2O and ATP will be the end products, and this citric acid cycle finally gives oxaloacetate, which will be converting finally to glucose, synthesized in the gluconeogenesis. Whereas these amino acids when converted to NH4 plus, then biosynthesis of amino acids, nucleotides and biological amines will be taking place. By utilizing carbonyl phosphate, it enters the urea cycle, and the final end product will be the urea, that is nitrogen excretion production. This urea cycle as well as citric acid cycle can be interlinked by aspartate argininosuccinate shunt of citric acid cycle. This is known as urea bicycle. Significance of urea cycle. Toxic ammonia is converted into non-toxic urea. Synthesis of semi-essential amino acid arginine. Ornithine is precursor of proline polyamines. Polyamines include putrescine, spermidine. Polyamines have diverse roles in cell growth and proliferation. Regulation of urea cycle. Carbonyl phosphate synthase, CPS1, is rate limiting enzyme in urea cycle. CPS1 is allosterically activated by N-acetyl glutamate NAG. It is synthesized from glutamate and acetyl-CoA by synthase and degraded by a hydrolase. The rate of urea synthesis in liver is correlated with the concentration of N-acetyl glutamate. Formation and degradation of N-acetyl glutamate. Acetyl-CoA converted to CoA, NAG synthase glutamate. This glutamate and converted to N-acetyl glutamate, NAG hydrolase, we will be getting acetate. High concentrations of arginine increase NAG. The consumption of protein-rich meal increases the level of NAG in liver, leading to enhanced urea synthesis. CPS1 and GDH are present in mitochondria. They coordinate with each other in the formation of NH3 and its utilization for carbonyl phosphate synthesis. Compartmentalization. First 2 enzymes present in mitochondria. Fumarate inhibits 4th step. fumarase in mitochondria, arginine-succinate lyase in cytoplasm. Disposal of urine. Urea produced in the liver freely diffuses and is transported in blood to kidney and excreted. A small amount of urea enters the intestine where it is broken down to CO2 and NH3 by the bacterial enzyme urease. This ammonia is either lost in the feces or absorbed into the blood. Disorders of the urea cycle. The main function of urea cycle is to remove toxic ammonia from the blood as urea. Defects in the metabolism of conversion of ammonia to urea, that is urea cycle, leads to hyperammonemia or NH3 intoxication. Hyperammonemia. Inherited disorders of urea cycle enzymes. Familial hyperammonemia. Acquired disorders, liver disease, severe renal disease, acquired hyperammonemia. Ammonia toxicity. Increased levels of ammonia causes BBB, formation of glutamate. More utilization of alpha ketoglutarate, decreased levels of alpha ketoglutarate in brain. Alpha ketoglutarate is a key intermediate in TCA cycle. Decreased levels impairs TCA cycle obviously. Decreased ATP production. Alpha ketoglutarate plus ammonia by NADP H plus to NADP plus in presence of GDH converted to glutamate. Hepatic coma, acquired hyperammonemia. In diseases of the liver, hepatic failure can finally lead to hepatic coma and death. Hyperammonemia is the characteristic feature of liver failure. The condition is also known as portal systemic encephalopathy. Normally, the ammonia and the other toxic compounds produced by intestinal bacteria metabolism are transported to liver by portal circulation and detoxified by the liver. But when there is portal systemic sending of blood, the toxins bypass the liver and their concentration in systemic circulation rises. Signs and symptoms as well as treatment. Central nervous system dysfunction are manifestations of failure liver function. Ascites, jaundice, hepatomegaly, edema, hemorrhage. The management of the condition is difficult. A low protein diet and intestinal disinfection, bowel clearing and antibiotics, withholding hepatotoxic drugs and maintenance of electrolyte and acid base balance. Inherited disorders of urea cycle. Disorder, defective enzyme products accumulated. First one, hyperammonemia 1. Defective enzyme will be carbamyl phosphate synthase 1. Product accumulated will be ammonia. Hyperammonemia 2, ornithine transcarbamylase or orotic aciduria most common. Ammonia will be the products accumulated. Citrullinemia, argininosuccinate synthetase citrulline. Argininosuccinic aciduria, argininosuccinate lyase, argininosuccinate. Arginemia, arginase, arginine. N-acetyl glutamate synthase deficiency, autosomal recessive, a severe neonatal disorder with fatal consequences. Treatment with structural analog N-carbamyl L-glutamate activates CPS1. Ornithine transporter deficiency, ornithine gene. Ornithine is accumulated in cytoplasm. Triple H syndrome, hyperornithemia, hyperammonemia, homocitrullinuria. Symptoms: increased levels of ammonia results in slurring of speech, blurring of the vision, convulsions, nausea, vomiting, neurological deficits, mental retardation, coma as well as death. Diagnosis: increased levels of ammonia in blood as well as urine, increased glutamine in CSF excreted in urine, decreased blood urea levels, urea cycle intermediates accumulate in blood and excreted in urine. Treatment: intravenous administration of sodium benzoate as well as phenyl acetate. These condense with glycine and glutamate to form water-soluble products that can be easily excreted. By this, ammonia can be trapped and removed from the body. In toxic hyperammonemia, hemodialysis may become necessary. Blood urea significance. Normal blood urea concentration is 10 to 40 mg per deciliters. About 15 to 30 grams of urea, 7 to 15 grams of nitrogen is excreted in urine per day. Blood urea is estimation in a screening test for the evaluation of kidney renal function. Elevation of blood urea may be broadly classified into three categories. Pre-renal, this is associated with increased protein breakdown leading to a negative nitrogen balance observed after major surgery, prolonged fever, diabetic coma, thyrotoxicosis, etc. In leukemia and bleeding disorders also blood urea is elevated. Renal, in renal disorders like acute glomerulonephritis, chronic nephritis, nephrosclerosis, polycystic kidney, blood urea is increased. Post-renal, due to obstruction in the urinary tract, example tumors, stones, enlargement of prostate gland, etc., blood urea is elevated. This is due to increased reabsorption of urea from the renal tubules. For this topic also I referred textbook of biochemistry by U. Satyanarayana, textbook of biochemistry by D. Vasudevan. Thank you very much.